What's up, YouTube? What's going on, fellas? Big Boonski here, coming at you with a little update and a couple of answers for the Q&A questions that I've heard around the community here a couple days ago. And the first one was brushes. Um, this is what I use. I work from this jar right here. This is all I have. It's basically an assortment of different brush packs. You go to Hobby Lobby and you get those four package of 4 or 5 mixed brushes, and I pay a little, not a lot. I'd say less than $5 for a pack of 4 or 5 of them, whatever it is. I don't think any of them are hair. I think they're all synthetic. um, but they work for what I use them for. My detailing work on my engines and painting little pieces, and my little jar paints and stuff like that. Maybe brushing on a coat of Future or something with these bigger ones. Some of these stiffer ones I use for the dry brushing and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. This is what I use. I don't have a lot, and the only thing I don't have is the longer, real thin pinstriping brushes that the old school hot rodders do use on the 1-to-1 scale cars to do all the thin pinstripe painting by hand. All my pinstriping is usually done with either a vinyl pinstripe or something like that, or a pinstripe where I lay it down with tape and then spray it and then peel the tape up and it leaves the little thin pinstripe. My next evolution, I'd like to get to where I can pinstripe my bodies and stuff by hand. If it can be done on models, I don't know that it can. It probably can be. I don't see why not if your hand is steady enough, I guess. But that's the question, is my hand steady enough, which I seriously don't know. I seriously doubt it. I have pretty shaky hands when it comes to that. I don't know if I'm always trying too hard or whatever, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, yeah, this is it, guys. This is what I use, and this is the kids use them, every now and then. They come and get one for their little water paints or whatever, and then I gotta wash them out. And sometimes they get ruined, and I gotta go buy another pack, and insert what I need into the jar here, and work from there. I have limited amount of space, so I don't keep a lot. This little jar really provides me with all I need, so I don't really see the need to go any further than that. The other thing is the airbrush or rattle can. For me, I have an airbrush set up. I have the Iwata Neo dual action. It's a good airbrush for how cheap it was, and I like it. I mean, I like the airbrush, but the problem for me is I have to move my whole airbrush setup outside, because I strictly mostly paint outside, especially if it's got fumes. If it's got any kind of fumes or anything like that, I've got kids. I can't be having fumes all over the house and stuff like that. I don't have a specific area set up indoors to where I can have a little spray booth where it would suck the excess and fumes and everything into the filter, and then filter it out or push it outside or whatever. So I don't have the availability space wise as to get that kind of setup. So if I airbrush, I got to move it all outside and do all that stuff, and it's just it's a chore. So when I do airbrush, it's not very often right now, especially when, like Dr. Cranky said, I can come over here, grab my rattle can, shake it up, heat it up a little bit, whatever, take it outside, spray it up, and it's done. Let it sit, let it dry, bring it inside later on. It's easy. It's easy for me, and I get good results from it, and you can get good results from it with a little bit of work. And just like you can with your airbrush, it all takes work, but as for what I got to do and for what my setup is, I have to pretty much stick to rattle can, and I like it. I mean, I like being able to just go outside, spray it up, done. Move on to the next piece of my puzzle, and then go from there. So, like I said, I'd like to get into like spraying the nail polishes, and I think it would give me a lot more color choices. If I could get into airbrushing more of the bigger stuff, more bodies and stuff like that, but right now I just can't. I don't have the room. I airbrush when I can, and I'll go from there. Right now I'm doing all rattle can mostly, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm having fun doing what I do. And so for me, the answer right now is rattle can. I do both. I can do both. I like both, but right now, rattle can's where it's at. So that's pretty much it, guys. We've had a great week as far as springtime good weather goes, but today winter is trying to fight back, and it's 30 degrees and it's snowing. So whatever. No painting today. And I got to go to work here in a little while anyway. So I just thought I'd give you guys an update and show you what I use as far as those two things go. I've got a build I'm working on, and I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and I'm going to make another one and show you what I'm working on, and then I'm going to head to work. So, alright guys, Big Boonski, I'm out. Peace.